Okay, this is our brand new slab roller, and you use it by pulling this back, and then this is clay that I have wedged and then I flattened out on my table. And then you can adjust it here and here. Right now it's at a 1/2 inch, which is where we want to start. So then you're just going to move it through and crank this handle. So it comes out on the other side. Then you're going to flip it and rotate it. Cover it back up, and then we're gonna lower this on both sides to 1/4 inch. You could also do 3/8 of an inch, especially if you think you're gonna carve into it at all. But I'm gonna reduce it to 1/4 inch, and then we're just gonna bring it back through. Okay, and then I'll bring this over to my table and I will cut out my plates. So now we move to the table. I'm gonna do 2 plates that are about, this is 8 inches. That's gonna be a good size. You know, we're making dinner plates, so it's supposed to be 10 to 12 inches. If you wanna make something smaller, you can, but it needs to be more detailed then. You're gonna do more work some other way. So either adding like cool elements with your slip design or texture of some sort, whatever it is. So I'm gonna go bigger. These don't have to be perfect circles. Also, you can keep these extra slabs in case you wanna add some elements to your pieces too, but I'm just gonna carefully pick up my plate and put it in the middle-ish of my bat, and then I will do the same with this. So now I can move to the wheel and do the next step. And now we're gonna turn this on, and I have my ruler so we can see if we will get this a perfect measurement. So if you use a ruler, then you know that all of your pieces are going to be the same size, which we want, and then your piece will be centered, which we also want. So now that it's the correct size, I'm just going to go in and smooth out some of these imperfections. And then you can take, I have either a wooden tool or the wooden rib tool that I love so much, and you're going to use one of these to lift your plate up on the corners to give it a nice rim. And whatever you do on your first plate, obviously you should do on all of them. And when you're done with that, you'll do your next few, and then we'll trim them up when they're leather hard. So one of the many ways you can screen print on your clay is to print onto newsprint, and this might be a little more flexible in that you can take the piece of newsprint and put it in different locations on your plate, like maybe even around the rim because it's flexible. Maybe you can do this with the screen print too. You can experiment that way. I have underglaze here, and I'm just going to use my finger on my little pre-made screen print and just try to wipe over the print and cover up all that white. That might be a little excessive, we'll see. And then I'm going to pull this up And now I have this print on the newsprint and it's gonna dry. I'm gonna make a few more and then we're gonna see if we can transfer them well to the plate that I made. So, students, here's my leather hard plate that I have already trimmed on the wheel. I have my screen print right here, so we're going to do it a couple different ways. I'm just going to place the screen print where I want it on my plate, and then the first thing I'm using is the colored slip. So we use this when it's leather hard. I'm just going to put some on my finger and smear it over my screen. Try to do it even, and then I'm going to gently peel it back. Okay, so there's one. Then I'm going to rinse it. Okay, so we'll put this over here and use underglaze, and we're doing the exact same thing. Okay, and then we're going to try one of these. Is what I printed with newsprint earlier. This is also underglaze. I'm going to get it a little wet and try not to smear it. I'm going to put it ink side down onto my plate, and then I'm going to use a clean and wet sponge. Think about this like a temporary tattoo. And then you're going to kind of peek at it, because if it didn't all go, you're going to go back and rub at it to make sure that it's there. Uh-oh.